Good day, I'm Marcus Reid, and these are today's top stories from Pulse News Houston Crime and Safety on Pulse News. The Brazoria County Sheriff has fired a deputy following a fatal incident. The decision stems from an internal investigation into the shooting death of a teenager. This significant action comes after intense community pressure and demands for accountability. The deputy, whose identity remains undisclosed, was involved in the deadly encounter earlier this month. Authorities had previously stated the shooting occurred during an unspecified incident. Details surrounding the events leading up to the teenager's death are still under review by various agencies. The sheriff's office confirmed the firing took effect immediately. Sheriff Jack Smith cited violations of department policy as the basis for the termination. This tragic event has deeply impacted the Brazoria County community, fueling calls for transparency and justice. Vigils and protests have occurred, with residents expressing profound grief and anger over the loss of a young life. The teenager's family has vocally sought answers and accountability since the incident. The impact extends beyond the immediate termination. The sheriff's office now faces heightened scrutiny. Maintaining public trust within the county will be a critical challenge. For the former deputy, the termination likely marks the beginning of a prolonged legal battle. Criminal charges could follow, with district attorneys evaluating the case for potential prosecution. Additionally, civil lawsuits from the deceased teenager's family are widely expected. This incident highlights ongoing discussions nationwide regarding police use of force and community relations. The long-term consequences for all involved remain uncertain. Now to our next story. 2 suspects wanted after being charged with murder and shooting near Sugar Land. HPD says Houston Police Department is actively searching for 2 murder suspects. They were charged in connection with a fatal shooting near Sugar Land. This incident has prompted a significant manhunt across the region. Authorities have not released suspect names publicly. The victim's identity remains undisclosed, pending family notification. This deadly encounter occurred in a community often considered quiet and safe. Residents are now experiencing heightened alert and concern. HPD investigators have been working tirelessly since the shooting. They have meticulously gathered evidence and identified the alleged perpetrators. Arrest warrants were issued shortly after murder charges were filed. The community impact is palpable. Fear and uncertainty spread rapidly when dangerous individuals remain at large. Local law enforcement is urging the public to exercise extreme caution. They ask anyone with pertinent information to come forward immediately. It is crucial. Do not approach these individuals if spotted. Instead, immediately contact 911 with any relevant details. This violent crime underscores ongoing concerns about public safety in our expanding metropolitan areas. The proximity to Sugar Land, a rapidly growing suburban community, adds significantly to this widespread anxiety. Police are deploying all available resources, including specialized units. Their priority is apprehending these suspects swiftly and without further incident. The goal is to bring justice for the victim and their family. It also aims to restore a sense of security for area residents. Consequences for these suspects will be severe if convicted of murder. In other news, Houston catalytic converter thefts rise above totals from past 2 years. HPD says Houston faces a significant crime surge. Catalytic converter thefts are skyrocketing. Houston Police Department reports numbers already exceed totals from the past 2 years combined. This alarming trend impacts thousands of vehicle owners citywide. The increase is substantial. Thieves target these car parts for their valuable internal metals. Platinum, palladium, and rhodium fetch high prices on the black market. These devices are relatively easy to remove quickly. They are difficult to trace once stolen. This makes them a highly lucrative target for organized criminal operations. Victims face substantial financial burdens. Replacing a stolen catalytic converter can cost anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000. This includes parts and labor. Many vehicles are rendered inoperable for days or weeks. daily routines are severely disrupted. Insurance premiums may rise for all Houston drivers. Local businesses also suffer significant losses from fleet vehicle damage. This pervasive crime fuels extensive organized theft rings. It poses a direct threat to overall community safety and economic stability. HPD is increasing patrols in vulnerable areas citywide. They are urging residents to take proactive preventative measures. Parking in well-lit, secure areas helps. Installing anti-theft devices is strongly recommended. State lawmakers may consider stricter penalties for these specific crimes. Local law enforcement task forces are actively collaborating. Their aim is to dismantle these prolific criminal networks. The goal remains to protect Houston residents and their valuable property. The fight against this growing theft epidemic continues across our city. Also making headlines: suspect arrested in shooting at North Houston teen party that killed 2, injured several others. Houston police have arrested a suspect in the deadly North Houston teen party shooting. This tragic incident killed 2 young people and injured several others. The suspect is now in custody. Their full identity and specific charges are not yet released, pending further investigation. This arrest marks a crucial development in a case that has profoundly affected our community, bringing a measure of hope for justice. The violence erupted late Saturday night at a large gathering on Northborough Drive. Gunfire broke out, causing widespread chaos and panic among the hundreds of attendees. 2 teenagers, both under 18, died. Their names remain withheld out of respect for grieving families. Several other teens sustained various injuries, some serious. Homicide investigators worked relentlessly, leveraging community tips and extensive forensic efforts. The motive for the shooting remains unclear. Authorities have not detailed any relationship between the suspect and the victims. This arrest offers some relief to residents. However, it cannot erase the deep grief felt by families and friends, nor the profound impact on local schools. The incident highlights critical issues concerning youth violence. It also raises serious questions about safety at large public gatherings. The suspect faces grave legal consequences, including potential capital murder charges. The investigation is active and ongoing, with further updates expected. In other news, 19-year-old arrested for murder in Harris County apartment shooting. A 19-year-old suspect is now in custody, charged with murder following a fatal shooting at a Harris County apartment complex. Authorities confirmed the arrest of the teenager in connection with the incident. The shooting occurred earlier this week, claiming the life of another individual. Investigators were dispatched to the scene after reports of gunfire. The incident happened at a residential complex in Harris County. Details remain limited regarding the precise circumstances that led to the deadly confrontation. The suspect, whose name is not yet released, faces serious charges. This tragic event adds to a troubling pattern of youth involvement in violent crime across Houston. Residents in the affected apartment community are deeply shaken. Neighbors expressed profound concern over safety and the pervasive threat of violence. The victim's identity is pending official notification of next of kin. This incident underscores the escalating danger posed by firearms in young hands. It highlights broader community safety issues. Law enforcement acted swiftly to apprehend the suspect. Their rapid response highlights commitment to addressing violent crime. The 19-year-old now faces a lengthy legal battle. A murder conviction carries severe penalties. This includes significant prison time. This will undoubtedly alter the trajectory of the suspect's life forever. The community demands accountability for such senseless acts. This arrest offers a measure of initial justice for the victim and their grieving family. The investigation remains ongoing as police seek all further details. That's all for now from Pulse News Houston Crime and Safety. I'm Reid. Subscribe to Pulse News so you never miss a story.